Bam. Oh, hell yeah, Bourbon Quest. It's your host, Bourbon Steve. Alright. We're going to jump right into it. Let's don't waste any time. So, what do we have tonight? We are over in the West Division. And tonight's battle, this should, at least on paper, this should be a blowout. So, we'll see what happens. But, dadgummit, did I do that again? I forgot to mix them up before I started the video. I've been running wild. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. So, apologize about that. Remember, stay hydrated, my friends. So like I said, on paper, this should be a blowout, but hey, you gotta still play the game. So, what do we have? Oh yeah, one of my all-time favorite bottles. Joesph Magnus Cigar Blend. Haha, shout out to Nancy. So, yeah, this is a Joesph Magnus Cigar Blend. It is 64.93% alcohol by volume. I'm just going to round that up to 65 because it makes the math easier. That means it's just a share under 100 and let's see. Yeah, 130 proof. Like 0.7. Anyways, a share under 130. 129 something. But it's batch 52. Hail to the yeah. Oh, looking forward to that. And then, this bottle got in by winning. It's a Midwest Sky Venus tournament to get into the tournament. This is Kentucky vintage, straight bourbon whiskey, 90 proof, original sour mash. So, all right, let's get right into it because this should be a no-brainer. At least, like I said, on paper. So we'll see what happens. There's some sourness on the nose. Yeah, I get like sour apples and vanilla caramel, but ragged edges, really sour on the nose. I'm just going to compare it to this other one. Oh yeah, this is super complex. There's vanilla, caramel, toasted toffee, almond, peanut butter. Nose is so good on that. Nose probably gives it away right off the bat, but yeah, this is young, sour, ragged. Especially compared to number 2. Alright, let's try the palate. Cheers, my friends. Looks a little dark in here to me. I don't know why. Yeah, sour, ragged edges, not good. Ugh. Alright, stay hydrated, my friends. Well, this thing, I think this game was over at tip-off. Well, it was probably over when they were still in the locker rooms. Oh yeah, Jesus. Alright, cheers, my friends. Oh, man. Yeah. Oh, it's just so super complex. You get that hug, you get that burn, you get all those different notes with almond, cherry, toffee, vanilla, caramel. Some fruit notes in there as well. Man, that's so good. This thing was over, like I said, when they were still in the locker rooms. So there's no doubt it's number 1 over number 2. If I didn't mention it, I think I forgot to mention it, but prior to me tasting these or whatever, I did not know what was in glass. Don't pay attention to what bottle was near or whatever. I use a very high-tech, sophisticated, dangerous, proprietary process approved by NASA. That's a bunch of bullshit. Bottom line is, these are done blind. I don't know what's in what glass before I nose and taste them. Obviously, once I nose and taste them, sometimes it's a dead giveaway. In this case, I think definitely so. So I may have to retire if I got this one wrong. But yeah, definitely. Yeah. I mean, you knew it, I knew it, everybody knew it. I mean, the reserves were put in, you know, even before tip-off. They decided to just put the starters on the bench because they had no shot. All right, so obviously, yeah, the winner is Joesph Magnus Cigar Blend. Such a damn. If you ever get a chance, I mean, I know I've got this one. I got one more, and then yeah, I haven't. That's it. Those are the only two I've ever had. And this one that's open, I've got a backup. You know, I celebrated with this on my 50th birthday. It's that damn special. Yeah, love to get my hands on some others. So Nancy, reach out and send me another batch. All right. But no, Nancy does a great job at Joesph Magnus. So yeah, definitely. I mean, I don't know if there was any bottle in this tournament that this Kentucky vintage had a shot at beating. Definitely not against a cigar blend. So, yeah, that was an easy one, no doubt. But let's drink some more of this Joesph Magnus. It's, and I've said it before when I've done videos on this and tasting on this. This is so super complex, so super enjoyable. You know, really do yourself a favor if you do get one, crack it open, but set aside an hour to spend with this thing. I mean, because there's so many different notes and experiences both on the nose and on the palate that you don't want to just, you know, spend a half hour. You want to spend a full hour with this, maybe even longer. I mean, and just enjoy it, nose it, taste it, go back to it. I mean, oh my Lord, it's so good. I mean, it's one of the best bourbons I've ever had. And I know it didn't win. It was in last year's 2022's Whiskey of the Year competition, and I think because I didn't spend the appropriate amount of time with it and was under those conditions trying to do them quick and fast, I think it finished like 7th, which definitely should have been top 3. I mean, the Evan Williams 12-year was the winner, and I have no qualms about that, but there's no way that was 7th. I mean, it should have been at least in the top 3, but give it up to the Evan Williams 12-year. That was freaking fantastic too. But this is one of the most complex bourbons, both on the nose and palate, that I can remember ever having. Just whereas compared to like Jack Daniel's Coy Hill, which was my Whiskey of the Year 2021, only had 4 or 5 notes, but they were just so heightened. And yeah, it's a freaking fantastic bottle too. I probably should do those two against each other. Cigar Blend against Coy Hill. That'd be interesting. I might have to do that. Ooh, I don't know if I have enough whiskey to be able to get through them all. Alright, I'm just going to enjoy this. Hey, let me know what you think, Bourbon Quest. If you haven't done so, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And then do yourself a favor, ring that bell for notifications. That way you don't miss a damn thing here on Bourbon Quest. Raise a glass. Leave a comment, smash that like button, let me know what you think, and remember, as always, that my wish for you is that all your Bourbon Quest dreams come true. Haha, that's a wrap, yo. Oh. That's so good. Whew. Get you a bottle of Cigar Blend. I mean, I know they're not cheap. They're probably like, what, around maybe even 250. I mean, I'd pay up to, gosh, yeah, I'd go to 4. I'd pay 400 for it, honestly. All right, that's a wrap. We got to move on to the next battle. All right, see you soon, Bourbon Quest. Love you guys. Oh, that's delicious.